Welcome to another edition of Crocamo'S County Report. My name is Romilda Crocamo, and I am the Luzerne County Manager. I want to remind the viewers that April 23rd is Election Day, and that we will be mailing out the mail-in ballots hopefully the first week of April, so that those who want to take part in mail-in ballots will have plenty of time to get the mail-in ballots into the Election Bureau. Today I have Controller Walter Griffith with me.
Hi.
Hi, I'm good.
Happy to be here.
And I'm glad you're here. We're going to talk about the Home Rule Study Commission today. And I'm going to ask Walter to give the audience kind of an overview of what that question will be on the ballot. It's a very long question, and we all want everyone who's voting to be absolutely prepared. Walter?
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to the voters of the county. As a former member of the Luzerne County Study Commission, I will attest to the fact that that whole process is very intense as a study commission member. Mm-hmm. It's not something that should be taken lightly. And the people who are running for this position should be fully aware of the task that's involved, number one. But more importantly, is the people of this county have the opportunity to change their government in a positive way or a negative way. And I think what's really important for people who are voting for the question, as well as the people that are on that study commission, is to fully know what the process is when a study commission gets together, what their duties are, and what effect will it have on the constituency of this county. We currently have a home rule study charter that it took 11 of us to get together to form. It was a lot of work to get this charter together. Do we have problems with the charter? Absolutely. Every government's going to have problems, whether it's a state government or a home rule government. There's always something that needs to be corrected or fixed somewhere legislatively, or something that doesn't work properly and we can correct. The issue that I'm having with the study commission question is the electorate has not been very, very informed on what's the duty of the commission, what the people who are absolutely running for the commission, or what are their thoughts and processes, and what's their agenda, if they even have an agenda. So we have some concerns about who is actually going to be running for the commission. I have some concerns about the question and, what effect will it have on the current charter. If we put the study question on the ballot and it gets approved, and we have 7 people that are put on the commission, and they change the form of government to something that's worse than we have currently, that's going to take us a step backwards and not a step forward. We want to make the things that work in the county currently stay there, and the things that don't work, we can correct them. But my fear is that if people don't realize what the task at hand is, we could end up with a charter that's, and clearly the voter gets a chance to vote on that. So when the charter or changes come to the voter, they're going to get the chance to make change if they need to, or reject it. The county's paying the bill for that. So we may spend $150,000 on a study commission to do some work to bring back a charter that the people won't want. So we've wasted an awful lot of time and money and effort. And at the end of the day, we can't do anything for 5 years. That's the downside to the whole thing. Once the study commission gets together and they get impaneled, their decision is when it's finished, the voter can't change it for another 5 years. We can't change a single ordinance, and we can't put a question on for 5 years. So we're stuck with the problems that we currently have for another 5 years. And that's kind of, if we're going to make this government work, we have to work on it every single day and every single year to correct those problems. So it's a big task for the study commission, but it's more important that the voter takes the time to learn what that duty is. So we vote intelligently when we vote on the question. If you vote yes for the question, that's going to put a panel together to study this government and possibly bring back a charter that we can change. And if you vote no on it, then the panel's dissolved and there's no more action. I would strongly suggest that if you aren't in favor of any of the candidates, you vote no on the question and pick 7 candidates. That would be the suggestion. If you're not comfortable with what the commission will do, I would strongly urge the electorate to vote no on the question, and then pick 7 as well. Vote no and pick 7, just in case it does go through. You still have a voice on who's changing your government.
Right. And if you want the commission, you just vote yes, and then you pick 7 candidates.
Right.
Correct? But what I'm hearing is that it's a very complicated subject. Anything that has to do with the governmental structure is, by its nature, and that you are encouraging the voters to really do research and really to ask questions before April 23rd so that they can make an informed vote.
Correct. And because we have WYLN who's taken the lead on trying to help educate folks on the process, we don't have a lot of that right now currently. We're only about 30 days away from an election, and this question can change the structure of our entire county government, which is really, really important and very something that the electorate should be really keenly aware of before we just arbitrarily go into a booth and pick yes for an answer of a study commission and pick 7 people who we know nothing about. I think it's really important that we know the people who we're voting for. Do your research. If you think the question is something, if you feel that a study commission is necessary, and I do feel it's necessary. I was one of the people who came to council and asked them to put it on the ballot. And I thought it's necessary because the people have a right to change their government and make it work to the best advantage of the people who are voting for that. However, if the people who are voting for it don't do their research, we could end up with a worse situation than we're currently in. So it's very, very important.
Choose carefully.
Choose carefully, as they say. Correct.
Thank you, Walter. Always appreciate your insight and having you here with me today. That is a wrap on this edition of Crocamo'S County Report. Stay well and stay safe.